Hey beloved, it's Gavin here, and I want to share with you why you should stop using I ams. And I'm going to show you a better way of conditioning your mind so that you are open to the abundance, the success, the happiness, the love that you want and desire. Let's get started. Hey superstar, it's Gavin here from Wake Up Fulfilled, and I'm going to show you why you should stop using I ams. And if you're someone that creates subliminals or anything like this, maybe you want to start using this technique that I'm going to be sharing with you so you can help a lot of people. I don't necessarily create subliminals and affirmations, but if you know a channel that creates affirmations, subliminals and stuff like this, perhaps get them to watch this video, leave a comment on their video telling them to watch this video, because it's going to really help out a lot of people in a very, very powerful way. So I ams can be really powerful, and it does work for a lot of people. However, what I found is that when you condition the mind in this way, it limits you to a certain level of success. So we are infinite beings, and if you're operating from whole and complete, you don't necessarily need an I am. You are whole and complete the way you are already. So the first thing we need to understand is that we are whole and complete. Right? And what's happened over the years is we've been conditioned to believe that we're not whole and complete. And so when we're using I am great, I am amazing, I am powerful, whilst that can be really powerful for people, we are implying that we are not powerful already. Right? There's a gap. So you say I am powerful, you're trying to convince yourself that you are powerful, but you're also implying that you are not powerful at the same time. We have to think of the yin and yang of the affirmation, right? The opposite. So the subconscious, you're saying I am powerful, but the subconscious is realizing that you're also saying, or the being is realizing that you're also saying I am not powerful. So it doesn't matter how much you use it. You can try and convince the mind as much as possible, but for some people it just doesn't work. And so we want to get back to neutrality. Neutrality is also known as is. I call it is. Is complete and whole. It's love. It's the middle of the yin and the yang. So if we got hot and cold, temperature is the is. If we got up and down, direction is the is. Male and female, the omega and alpha, love is just the is. And so we want to understand that there's a middle ground to all of this. And so when we use affirmations in a way where it is operating from is, it becomes significantly more powerful. So what I created is something completely different and more powerful. And I actually recently learned a new way of using what I teach. So what happened to me is I realized that I was able to travel all over the world. And for me, traveling all over the world was completely normal and natural to me. But for other people, it wasn't normal and natural. And for a lot of people, it's not normal and natural to travel the world. However, in my mind, it just felt totally normal. And then I realized, well, you get in life what's normal to you. And so that's when I came up with Fnormations. Affirmations. Affirmations are simply statements where you say what you want is normal. So it's normal for me to be successful. You are reminding yourself that everything that you want is normal to have. It's normal for me to be happy. It's normal for me to have a loving, successful and amazing relationship. It's normal for me to travel all over the world. It's normal for me to have a successful YouTube channel. It's normal for me to make, $100,000 a month or whatever it is, right? It's normal for you to do that. You're reminding the conditioning, right, that no, this is totally normal to have. This totally closes the gap. But also it does other things as well. You're making it normal and neutral and natural to you. When something's normal to you, you get it. When something's hard to get, or you feel like there's a gap between you and what you want, now you're desiring. Desiring is one of those states which can cause a lot of conflict with the law of attraction. And so what I found is that desiring, even though in the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about creating a burning desire, I think that's a huge problem in this reality. Because, you know, you have people that are functioning from the ego, and when you desire something too much, sometimes you'll do anything to get it. So there's two ways in which you can manifest. You can tear everybody else's stuff down in order to get it, or you can operate from abundance to get it. So you can approach it from lack or abundance. And with affirmations, you're just saying this stuff is normal to have in my life. It's normal for me to experience and manifest and, you know, be with. It's not a big deal. You're not putting it on a pedestal and trying to reach for it. You're not putting it beneath you. You're just saying it's totally natural and neutral. We are falling into alignment with the laws of nature when we use affirmations. And so when you use affirmations, you can go one step further and talk in third person. And you can say, it's normal for Gavin to make $10,000 a month. It's normal for Gavin to make $10,000 a month. So instead of saying it's normal for me, you can talk it in third person as well. So you can say, it's normal for me to make $10,000 a month. It's normal for Gavin to make $10,000 per month. You see? So you can use both and condition in sort of two dimensions, so to speak. And that's what they kind of do in NLP. Sometimes in NLP, you will be visualizing yourself acting out a certain way from your own eyes and experiencing things through your own eyes and your own hearing, your own senses. And sometimes you'll be watching a screen, yourself doing those actions and manifesting those things that you want into your life. And so when you do both dimensions, it creates a more holistic approach to using affirmations. And so what I suggest is that you start listing down some affirmations and start using them daily, okay, from both positions. Now, with I ams, another problem with I ams is that we are using I ams in terms of I am this way, all right? I am this way. I've always been this way. And so, fly just hit my face. When you say that I've always been this way, I am this way, I can't do this, right? You're now identifying that's who you are. Never limit yourself to that's the way I am and that's all I can do, etc., etc. Because now you're going to be operating from that space automatically, and you're going to assume that that's just the way you are. And you're going to walk through life thinking that you're that way, and you can't do that. I've done this myself. But as of recently, I've realized, no, I can be that way. And I've shifted myself using the power of neutrality shifting to be the way that I want to be. And one of the ways in which I've done that is I couldn't follow schedules. I found it really hard to follow schedules. I hated schedules. I'm not the type of person to follow schedules. I'm a creative. I can't do that. And so as I started to do that, I was conditioned in the side that said I'm creative, so I could easily be creative. But in order to follow a schedule and have structure in my life, I found it really hard because I was identifying that's not me, this is me. And so what we have to do is realize the paradigms. We have to realize the yin and yang of a belief system. I'm not this, I am that, right? And realize that you can be this. Right? And put in the normality in the can be. Okay. So now I can be creative and I can follow a schedule. I can do both. The mind can be rewired in any way, shape, or form. I've spoken to a lot of people who have been through a lot of abuse, very traumatic, physical, mental, emotional, sexual abuse, and within 45 minutes of working with me, they overcome that abuse instantaneously, completely. They don't feel negative about it, they don't cry about it anymore, it's just a thing of the past, literally changing their memory. And so what we have to do is realize that we are not stuck the way we are. We are the awareness of our conditioning. The conditioning is the mind. or should I say the conditioning, is the brain. And I call that ego. I believe everything that the mind or the brain is ego. And what we have to do is begin to condition the mind to align with the awareness, with the truth, with the love and the light, with a higher power. We're supposed to condition the subconscious mind, the subconscious being, to align with a higher power, with truth, with God, right? That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to align ourselves to the physical dimension and try and manifest things into our lives. Whilst we can do that, and what I'm teaching here is to do that, it needs to be normal. When it's normal, it's operating from a higher power, right? Because you're not saying it's some external thing that you're trying to create in your life. You're saying that that is you. You're saying that is totally normal for me, right? It's totally natural. It is me, right? Is, right? The money is, the success is, the relationships you want is. As soon as you separate yourself from it, you're devaluing yourself in a way. You're saying that you are not source. You are saying you are not an extension of source. And so what we need to begin to do is use affirmations to program our mind to align with a higher power, to align with our truth, to align with our higher self, and realize that we are infinite beings. So you can use specific affirmations which say it's normal for me to connect with the higher power, it's normal for me to connect with my higher self and stuff like this. However, we can also use it for material things, but as we're using it for material things, you know, we're using it in a way that's more spiritual instead of affirmations. All right, so begin to reprogram your mind in this way. And again, you know, if you got a subliminal channel, if you know someone with a subliminal channel, meditation channels, be sure to have them use Fnormations in this particular way and create audios in this particular way. It will transform people's lives. So with that being said, be sure to share this video. Leave a comment below saying, "This was amazing, Gavin, thank you." And there should be some videos popping on screen right now. Oh yeah, and by the way, we offer neutrality shifting coaching. Right now the doors are closed to neutrality shifting coaching, but you can apply now and then you'll be one of the first to actually get neutrality shifting coaching when we reopen. All right, so you'll be on our notification list and you'll be one of the first to get that. Neutrality shifting coaching is basically everything that I just shared with you, but we guide you through the exact process and we shift your life within just 4 days, okay? 4 sessions. Very, very powerful, would dramatically change your life. It will literally change your personality to align with the reality that you want. So if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description. Check it out. And be sure to keep learning, growing, and expanding. There should be some videos on screen right now. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.